Most of us have been there, facing a task that seems so hard, we want to run away. Whether it's a huge project at work, a new goal, or just something you're avoiding, resistance often kicks in. But did you know that around 40% of people struggle with procrastination at some point, and it's linked to a lack of motivation, not laziness? The truth is, doing hard things isn't about willpower alone, it's about understanding the tricks that help you push through. Here's the kicker: studies show that people who successfully force themselves to do hard things are 50% more likely to achieve their long-term goals than those who give up when things get tough. But how do you get yourself to face those difficult tasks when every part of you is screaming to stop? In this guide, we'll uncover simple, proven strategies to break through that wall of resistance. You'll learn why it's so hard, but more importantly, how to make it easier. From finding your why to building habits that work, this is your chance to turn struggles into victories. Keep reading, and let's start conquering those hard things together. Chapter 1: Clarify the reason behind the task. Knowing why you're doing something is a game changer. When you connect a task to a bigger purpose, it becomes easier to push through resistance. For example, if you're studying for a difficult exam, remind yourself that the result will get you closer to your career goals. According to a study by Dr. Angela Duckworth, people who understand their why are more likely to succeed in the long run. Remember, the clearer the reason, the less likely you are to back down. Pro tip: think about how the task fits into your life vision. This simple mental shift can make even the hardest tasks feel like stepping stones to something much bigger. Chapter 2: Break it down into small steps. Overwhelm is a major resistance trigger. When faced with a huge task, it's easy to freeze. The key is to break the task down into smaller, more manageable pieces. Instead of thinking, "I have to run 5 miles," start by thinking, "I'll just run for 10 minutes." This makes the task seem less daunting. In fact, research shows that breaking tasks into smaller steps increases motivation and reduces procrastination. Taking small steps can help you build momentum over time. Quick tip: every time you finish a step, take a moment to acknowledge the progress. This will help keep your motivation high. Chapter 3: Use the 5-minute rule. Sometimes, the hardest part of any task is simply starting. That's where the 5-minute rule comes in. Promise yourself that you will only work on a task for 5 minutes. More often than not, once you begin, you'll find yourself wanting to continue. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that once you commit to a short burst of effort, it's easier to extend that time. Try it the next time you feel stuck. Why it works: starting with a low barrier, just 5 minutes, makes it easier to overcome the initial mental resistance to beginning. Stay tuned for more helpful tips in Chapter 4, 5, and 6 to keep pushing through those tough tasks. Don't let resistance win. Subscribe to get the latest strategies. Chapter 4: Focus on the process, not the outcome. Focusing too much on the end result can add unnecessary pressure. Instead, shift your focus to the task itself. Think about the action, not the outcome. This strategy is often used by professional athletes. They don't focus on winning the race, they focus on their form, their breathing, and their rhythm. When you focus on the process, the task becomes less intimidating. It's about enjoying the journey rather than stressing over the finish line. Tip for success: next time you feel anxious about a result, redirect your attention to small, actionable steps that make the process feel more engaging. Chapter 5: Create consistent routines. Routines are the secret weapon of high achievers. When you make hard tasks a regular part of your day, they become automatic. You don't have to decide whether or not to do them each time, you just do them. Research shows that forming a habit is one of the best ways to make hard tasks feel easier. For instance, setting aside a specific time each day to tackle your most difficult task can train your brain to expect it, reducing the internal resistance. Pro tip: start small. Even 5-minute routines are enough to begin building a habit that helps you tackle bigger challenges. Chapter 6: Visualize the reward. Visualization is a powerful tool for motivation. Picture how good you'll feel once the task is complete. Whether it's relief, satisfaction, or the achievement of a goal, visualization can help you power through difficult moments. A study from the American Journal of Psychology found that visualizing success increases dopamine levels, which boosts motivation. So, the next time you face a challenge, take a moment to imagine the reward that awaits. Why it works: visualization tricks your brain into believing the reward is already coming, which can give you a burst of motivation to push forward. Congratulations on finishing the first steps toward overcoming resistance. Now, subscribe to get more tips on how to turn challenges into achievements. The journey doesn't stop here.